Howdy, folks. Howdy, folks. How are we doing tonight? Good to see y'all out tonight. We appreciate you coming out to the Farmers Opry on a Saturday night. I'm fighting a head cold right here, so my goal is to make it through this monologue, and if I can do that, we'll be in good shape. We're glad y'all came out tonight. I'm going to start this show just like I do every show with a prayer and a pledge. If you're able, we'd like to ask you to please stand and join us for that. I'm going to start with a prayer, and then we'll say the pledge to this flag to my right, your left. Join me if you would, please. Father, we just come to you this weekend just thankful, Lord, for a great place that you've given us to come and fellowship. And we thank you especially this weekend for dedicated mothers, Lord, who are influential in their children's lives, God, and they make such a big impact, and we're so blessed to have them, God. We pray that you bless each and every one of those here tonight. God, we pray for those that aren't with us and those that are traveling this weekend, that you have your hand upon them. And, Lord, for those on our prayer list in the back, we know that you know the need for everyone. And, God, we just ask that you'd be in their presence even tonight. We thank you for the meal you've given us tonight. We pray that you'd be with the band and help us to do our best for these folks. We ask all these in the precious name of our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, you may be seated. Good to have y'all tonight. We appreciate you driving to Shamuckla. How many folks have not been here in a long time or have never been here? Last weekend does not count. Good. Thank y'all for coming tonight. We appreciate it. Tonight's Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to all those that are here celebrating with us tonight. We appreciate y'all and everything you do for us all year. Lord knows if it wasn't for my wife and my mother, well, I wouldn't be here. So we're going to play an hour tonight with the Sawmill Band. We'll play for 1 hour. We'll take a short intermission. During that time, our concessions will be open. If you've got your kids with you, go in there and get them one of their world-famous Farmers Opry root beer floats, one of the best you've ever had in your life. $2.50 a piece, and they come in a signature solo cup. You can take it home, rinse it out, and use it 2 or 3 more times. Then stop by our little country store, pick you up a T-shirt. We got some T-shirts for sale with our logo, different food items that we sell here. We've got some Tabasco and different things, some pork rub. We used to call it butt rub, but people got confused. It's Boston butt pork rub. So we sell that in there. All kinds of good stuff. Y'all stop and check out the little store. Then the second half of the show, we're going to celebrate birthdays and anniversaries. If you had one of those last week or got one next week, let us know by putting your name on the list in the back. We'll recognize you and your friends in the second half of the show, and it'll be a good time. Well, tonight we're going to celebrate mothers, and then we got Johnny Carpenter coming up May 25th. And looking forward to having him here. And then coming up in the fall, we've got our big fall festival, second annual Classic Country Music Festival. Some of the world's greatest guitar players, steel players, harmonica players, you name it, right here on this stage. That's coming up in September, and you can get a flyer on your way out. We'll tell you more about that tonight as the show goes. But we got 2 rules. If you get tired tonight from that good food, who had the meatloaf tonight? Who had the fried chicken? Yeah, see, those 2 combined will put you to sleep. It's just a natural sleeping pill, okay? If you get tired, don't fight it. Go ahead and go to sleep. Just try to snore in the same key we're playing. It helps us out a bunch. Rule number 2, if you're having a good time, we just ask that you let us know by making a lot of racket. So can y'all do that tonight? Okay, let's practice one time. Are you having a good time? That's good. I want them to hear you all the way at the Tom Thumb, so y'all just be as loud as you can. The louder you are, the more we sound like George Strait, and the less you got to pay for it, all right? We're going to get these guitars tuned up. We got a guest tonight, my buddy Lamar Morris. Former lead guitar player for Hank Williams Jr. is here tonight. Looking forward to hearing from him and many others. We're going to have a good time. Y'all enjoy the show. We'll talk to you in just a second. Have fun.
How y'all doing tonight? I got no reason now for going home. All my reasons now, she's gone. Got no one there to talk to, and even though I know I ought to, got no reasons now for going home. Once I had everything that a man could want. For going home, making love, but now I don't. So I end up in here each night, sitting and drinking, missing her, hurting so, and drinking. Got no reason now for going home. All my reasons now, she's gone. Got no one there to talk to, and even though I know I ought to, got no reason now for going home. Jeremy White on that lead guitar, y'all. It's so hard now just knowing there's another, that she's out with him, knowing that I love her. So I end up in here each night, sitting and thinking, missing her, hating him, and drinking. Got no reason now for going home. All my reasons now, she's gone. Got no one there to talk to, and even though I know I ought to, got no reasons now for going home. Thank y'all so much. Welcome.
Face the truth and realize you're leaving me. You built me up so high my heart can't stand the fall. And life without your love just isn't life at all. So I'll count backwards if you must go, but please don't wave goodbye. Wave one last hello. The truth won't hurt so much if I can just pretend. So I'll count backwards and I'll think you're walking in. You walked into my from that day down to this, you walked all over me. And now you're walking out to love somebody new. But you're not by yourself, 'cause my heart's leaving too. So I'll count backwards if you must go. But please don't wave goodbye. Just wave one last hello. The truth won't hurt so much if I can just pretend. So I'll count backwards and I'll think you're walking in. So I'll count backwards and I'll think you're walking in. Thank you.
Here we go.
I've never seen the inside of a bar room or listened to a jukebox all night long. But I see these are the things that bring you pleasure. So I'm gonna make some changes in our home. I heard it said if you can't beat 'em, join 'em. So if that's the way you wanted me From now on, you're gonna see a different me. Because you're good, girl's gonna go bad. I'm gonna be the swinging you've ever had. If you like 'em, paint it up, cut it up, then you ought to be glad. 'Cause you're good, girl's gonna go bad. I'll even learn to like the taste of whiskey. In fact, you'll hardly recognize your wife. I'll buy some brand new clothes and dress up fancy for my journey to the wider side of life. Because you're good, girl's gonna go bad. I'm gonna be the swingingest swinger you've ever had. If you like 'em, paint it up, cut it up, then you ought to be glad. 'Cause you're good, girl's gonna go bad. Oh yeah, you're good, girl's gonna go bad. Thank you. Well, like my loving non-country style, and this little girl will walk a country mile to find her a good old slow-talking country boy. Said a country boy. I'm about as old-fashioned as I could be, and I hope you're liking what you see. 'Cause if you're looking at me, you're looking at country. You don't see no city when you look at me, 'cause country is all I am. I love running barefoot into the old cornfields. I love that country air. Well, you said I was made just to fit your plans, and there's a barnyard shovel fit your hands. 'Cause if your eyes are on me, you're looking at country. This here country is a little green, and there's a whole lot of country that you ain't seen. I'll show you around. You show me a wedding band. I said a wedding band. When it comes to love, well, I know about that. Country folks I know where it's at. 'Cause if you're looking at me, you're looking at country. You don't see no city when you look at me, 'cause country is all I am. I love running barefoot into the old cornfields. I love that country air. Well, you said I was made just to fit your plans, and there's a barnyard shovel fit your hands. 'Cause if your eyes are on me, you're looking at country. If your eyes are on me, you're looking at country. Yeehaw. Thank you.
All right. Welcome out, everybody. We appreciate you coming out this evening, and looking forward to having a great night with y'all. I want to say hello to everybody watching online tonight. We appreciate those folks tuning in. We broadcast these shows live every Friday and Saturday night from the stage here at the Opry House. So thank y'all for watching tonight. If you can't make it, you can watch online. Just send James $5 and me $5.
Please.
We'll call it even. We ain't made $5 all year, so that'd be great.
That's where Derek said he's got a paying gig tonight, so he ain't here.
Yeah, that's right. He abandoned us. But that's good. But how many folks got enough to eat tonight? Did y'all get enough this evening? Good. How about a hand for the cooks in the kitchen? They work so hard, so you didn't have to. See, those folks watching online don't get that benefit right there, okay? We tried to figure out how to fax fried chicken, but it don't work. And that's okay. You can get on our website, though, and find our menu for the week. Get on there and check that out. It's posted early in the week right there on the left side of the page. Then right in the middle of the page, you'll find out what's going on this weekend. Then flip over there to the photos section. You'll see all the pictures from the weekend. We'll have pictures of everybody here tonight, so if you're here with somebody you shouldn't be, let me know so that doesn't make it on Facebook, okay? All right. Good.
Yeah.
Check that out online at www.farmersopry.com. Very good.
We got another special guest that's going to get up here in a few minutes. My old good buddy here, Mr. Henry Botts, on the front row. He likes to come out on Mother's Day because they like to hug up all the women, and the best day to do it is on Mother's Day. There's a bunch of them gathered up in one spot. But he's going to be with us tonight also. Got a great show coming up for you tonight. Lots of mom songs, and here's one right here. This is a Marty Rabin song. Remember Marty from Shenandoah? He's been here 4 or 5 times to the Opry, and we'd love to see him come. What a great singer. And this is as true a song as ever been written right here.
Me and Jimmy Crowder and a single cigarette, crouched down in the stall out in the barn. 3 puffs later we were sick as we could get, praying we'd get better before we got home. She saw me coming through the back door screen. I knew the minute that she looked at me. Mama knows, Mama knows. Sometimes I think she's got a window to my soul. Mama knows, Mama knows. Well, even when I think it doesn't show, Mama knows. Me and Becky Johnson ankle deep in ocean waves, pants rolled up and hearts out on our sleeves, both feeling more than either one of us could stay. At first love, it's the sweetest memory. 15 and shy, didn't tell a soul. How is it Mama never has to be told? Mama knows, Mama knows. Sometimes I think she's got a window to my soul. Mama knows, Mama knows. Well, even when I think it doesn't show, Mama knows. Well, I wasn't home when Mama passed away. I didn't get to say I love you, but I've got this feeling that Mama knows, Mama knows. Sometimes I think she's got a window to my soul. Mama knows, Mama knows. Well, even when I think it doesn't show, Mama knows, Mama knows. Thank you so much. We appreciate y'all having a good time so far. Everybody good? Good. Well, this is a special song, this next one.
This is a sort of a reverse Mama song here. This is one Mama wasn't too proud of.
Yeah, she pulled
but
her hair out.
nonetheless, it's true in life. There's some of these out there, you know.
We won't
all
point.
moms are great, but sometimes the kids ain't so great.
Yeah, we won't point anybody out in the band, but Clint's the one this song's written about.
That's right. We don't want to point nobody out, but his initials is Clint.
Yeah.
This song goes out to Clint's mama.
That's right. You ready? Let's do it.
4 count. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I can't sell my mama short on loving me. I guess that's why she let me go so far. Mama tried to stop me short of stealing. I guess that's why she helped me steal that car. She told me not to smoke it, but I did, and it took me far away. And I turned out to be the only hell my mama ever raised. Well, I rode into Atlanta, stolen tags and almost out of gas. I had to get some money, and lately I've learned how to get it fast. Well, those neon lights were calling me, and somehow I had to get downtown. So I reached into the glove box, another liquor store went down. And I sang precious memories, take me back to the good old days. Let me hear my mama singing, Rock of Ages cleft for me. She tried to turn me on to Jesus, but I turned on to the devil's way. And I turned out to be the only hell my mama ever raised. Well, they put those handcuffs on me. Lord, how I fought to resist. But that agent clamped them tighter till that metal bit into my wrist. They took my belt and my billfold, my fingerprints and the profile of my face. And then they locked away the only hell my mama ever raised. And I'd sing precious memories, take me back to the good old days. Let me hear my mom singing, Rock of Ages cleft for me. She tried to turn me on to Jesus, but I turned on to the devil's ways. And I turned out to be the only hell my mama ever raised. She tried to turn me on to Jesus, but I turned on to the devil's ways. And I turned out to be the only hell my mama ever raised. All right.
Yeah.
Thank you. Good story.
See there? I told you there's just some of them around, you know. Here's a unique song. Remember the Judds a few years back? This is a story about the girl coming home and saying, Mama, I found me a boyfriend. And I'm in love. And the mama's going, oh, crap. Here we go again, you know. You know what's called Mama? He's crazy. Crazy over me. But now this is fast forwarded about 15 years later on. And here's the new version of that called Mama, He's Lazy.
I'm not the trusting kind, but now I'm convinced that he's having sin and must be out of his mind. Mama, he's lazy, crazy over me, and in my life is where he says always wants to be. I
crazy over me.
All right, we're going to get a good buddy of ours up here, a friend I've worked with some few years back down the road there, Mr. Lamar Morris up here. Was Hank Jr.'s guitar player for about 20 years and band leader, and he retired and moved back here to South Alabama where he's lived most of his life at. I asked him the other day, I said, you been there all your life? He said, not yet.
Not yet.
Interesting story. One day, this was how rednecks get confused, but last weekend we was up here. My wife come running in the door, and she said, Sandy Lamar's messed on the front porch. I said, he ain't even here tonight. She said, no, at Rooster. And I forgot we'd named that rooster Lamar. And I'm trying to remember if Lamar was even here tonight, but he wasn't here.
Did that
Welcome
really
back.
happen?
It really happened.
Did it? Last time I was here, we got here a little bit early, and I saw that rooster just stand out there, and it wouldn't move. And I asked Marty, I said, is that real, or is that a statue? And about the time he turned his neck, he said, that's a real rooster. And he was do y'all know the story on that rooster? He was looking in that door, a reflection of himself, because the other chickens won't have anything to do with him.
He's been ostracized.
Yeah, yeah. And I felt sorry for him, and I said, well, that's sad, man. I said, what's his name? Sandy started out the door. He said, from now on, we're going to call him Lamar. So that's what I said. Y'all, let me turn this down a little bit. I had planned to do other songs, but I told the guys that I am double hoarse. It happened on the way down here, and I don't know what it was, so bear with me, please. I can't get this turned down. What's the deal? I got it. Oh, it turns the other way. Son of a gun. I'm going to get me one of these.
One way's up, one way's down, yeah.
One way up. There it is. We'll try this one as long as my throat lasts. 1, 2, 3, and... A long time forgotten are dreams that just fell by the way. And the good lives promised everyone is living today. But she never complains of the hard luck of that times man. She's a good-hearted woman, loving a good time in man. Y'all can sing now. She's a good-hearted woman in love with a good time in man. She loves him in spite of his wicked ways that she don't understand. Through teardrops and laughter they'll pass through this world hand in hand. Lord, Lord, she's a good-hearted woman, loving a good time in man. Somebody play that song. Have a big hand for Brother Sandy.
Oh, yeah.
Now he likes some nightlife, bright lights and good time and dreams. When the party's all over, she'll welcome him back home again. Lord, she don't understand him doing the best that she can. She's a good-hearted woman, loving a good time in man. It's y'all's time again now. Get it. She's a good-hearted woman in love with a good-timing man. She loves him in spite of his wicked ways that she don't understand. Through teardrops and laughter they'll pass through this world hand in hand. Lord, Lord, she's a good-hearted woman in love with a good-timing man. She's a good-hearted woman in love with a good-timing man. Don't you know that's right? Thank you very much. I appreciate it. I'm going to get this over with. I'm writing a book. Seriously, I really am. No, I'm real serious about it. So many people ask me, what was it like on the road with Hank? So I'm writing this book in volumes, because it's going to take that a minute to tell. But like, one of the funniest things that ever happened on the road, we, at the time, Hank had his name. All the entertainers used to paint their name on the side of the bus, and they decided not to do that anymore, and this is one of the reasons. We'd be going down the interstate, and sometimes people, they're really nice, they would come by and wave, and we'd wave back. This is a very true story, by the way, Sandy. And sometimes you get somebody that didn't like Hank, or maybe had a little bit too much to drink, or just some people just plain meanness, I think is what it was. But one day we're going down the interstate, and Hank had reached the point that he didn't ride with us anymore. But that day he chose to ride with us. So we're going down the interstate, and this car, two guys in it, kept past us and slow down and get right in front of us and almost stop. And they were pointing upwards with their middle finger on their hand. I don't know what that was. So anyway, we kept going down the road, and Hank told the driver, said, get around them, man. So we go around them. Just a minute, they'd come back again. That happened about 4 times. Hank said, slow down, let them go around them, get them directly behind you, pass them. And when we can't see them on the rearview mirrors, that means they're right up on our back bumper. I said, okay, I knew exactly what was fixing to happen. So that's what happened. You're ahead of me, but you know what it was. So anyway, the 2 old boys went out of sight back. So somebody hollered, okay, now. And Hank pulled the lever on that holding tank.
Black tank, no doubt about that.
And we were all looking in each rearview mirror to see what happened. And all of a sudden, that car shot back, and it was doing like this. And it was just a spray. And the windshield wipers came on, and there was toilet tissue hanging from the antenna. And the wipers caught that, and it was going like that. That's true, man. And we did the Merv Griffin show, and he had told that in the dressing room to Merv, and Merv asked him to tell it on camera, and he did. And he said, "What? If they had a title for that story, what would it be?" And he said, "I'd call it the Brown Tornado." That's a true story, it really is. I'm going to change everything that I've said before because I just can't reach him. But I'm going to do a Hank Jr. tune. I saw his dad when I was about 10 years old. He came to my hometown in Andalusia. Some of you probably heard me tell this story. And Don Helms, who his steel guitar was his steel guitar player from New Brockton, Alabama. I know Sandy knows the story. And anyway, Don, I knew him from Andalusia before he went with Hank. And so he asked Hank, would he let me sing a song on his show. And today that wouldn't happen. And you couldn't even get backstage or anywhere close to ask an entertainer would they let you sing. But he let me sing a song. And I didn't know any better. So there was probably about 4,000 or 5,000 people there. I'd never seen that many. And I sung a Hank Williams song. And that was not supposed to do that. I didn't know any better because I didn't know anybody but his songs and Eddie Arnold. So I did that, and the crowd was kind, and me being little, they applauded, and so the MC said, do another one. So I did another one, and I did another Hank Williams song. And they were nice again, and then they said, okay, do another one. So I did the third song, and it was a Hank Williams song. And I looked down at the end of it, and they had these shiny, fancy-looking cowboy boots, and I looked up, and it was Hank himself, man, and I'd never seen him except in pictures. And he looked down, and he said, boy, I got to get you off of the stage. I won't have one of my songs left to sing. Scared me to death. I thought, man, I have made Hank Williams mad, and that ain't good. Never dreaming that years later I would meet his son, Hank Jr., and he had a stepdaughter, Audra's daughter, named Lucretia. Never dreaming that Lucretia and I would get married down the road, and we had 3 kids. And I went to work with Hank Jr., and my job lasted longer than my marriage did.
Musician.
Anyway, of all the songs that Hank Jr. recorded and wrote, I get this volume right. This is my favorite Hank Jr. tune. I kicked the habit of smoking back some time ago. And I tried the hard stuff, but I had to let all that go. But the toughest thing I ever gave up was today. And old habits like you are hard to break. I use lifesavers to help me get home. Cigarettes. But you know for your love I ain't found no lifesaver yet. Lord, and I've gone cold turkey, 'cause there's not even one kiss a day. And old habits like you are hard to break. Yes, old habits like you are hard to break. Love with anyone new is so hard to make. I have grown so used to you and all of your ways, and old habits like you are hard to break. And old habits like you are hard to break.
Lamar Morris. Good job. Good job, Lamar. One more round of applause for Lamar. We're going to get him back up in a few minutes. Thanks for doing it. Even Lamar has a terrible throat tonight, but thank you for trying. Lamar, we appreciate you. You did a great job. We're going to get him back up here in the second half. Yeah, I used to work with him a little bit. We used to have more fun than we intended to sometimes, you know. But we here. Are you ready, kid? Look what we got here for you. Miss Chloe's going to sing. Look at that.
This song she's going to do, I like this song. It's an old tune that was back in the 90s from the Wilkinson, a small group. I don't even know if they're still around. But this is a great song about a daughter and her mother. If I can remember how to capo here. It's back when a phone call was a quarter.
She sat all alone on a bus at her Beaumont, the courage of just 18 years. A penny and quarter were taped to a letter, Mama's goodbye in her ears. She watched as her high school faded behind her in the house with the white picket fence. Then she read the note that her mama had wrote, wrapped up with 26 cents. When you get lonely, call me. Anywhere at all, I'll be there with you.
Miss Chloe. Yeah. Huh? Driving nails in my coffin. Here's a Rhonda Vincent song. Rhonda was here 3 weeks ago at our Bluegrass Festival, and what an artist she was. My goodness, that's probably the best band I've ever heard, other than a Sawmill band.
My sweetheart is gone and I'm so lonely. He said that he and I were through. I started out drinking for pastime, driving nails in my coffin over you. I'm just driving nails in my coffin. Every time I drink a bottle of booze, I'm just driving nails in my coffin, driving those nails over you. Ever since the day that we parted, I've been so sad and so blue. I'm always thinking of you, love, and I just can't quit drinking that old booze. I'm just driving nails in my coffin. Every time I drink a bottle of booze, I'm just driving nails in my coffin, driving those nails over you. You turn me down, you don't want me. There's nothing now I can lose. I'm just driving those nails in my coffin and worrying my garden over you. I'm just driving nails in my coffin. Every time I drink a bottle of booze, I'm just driving nails in my coffin, driving those nails over you. Driving those nails over you. Thank you.
Aren't y'all welcome to the stage, my buddy and our former MC, Mr. Henry Botts.
Thank you so much. Get it down on my level, will you? Jeremy, honey, I am tired tonight.
You tired? You wore out?
Yeah, when I got in here early and there's a big old fat chicken wandering around out there in front.
Uh-huh.
And I was going to try to catch it to trade it for a ticket to get in here.
Yeah.
And I run the thing till I give out, and I never did catch it. And I slipped around here and slipped in the back door and eased up to the counter up there and got me a plate.
Yeah.
I got back there and tried to eat it, and there was a big old chicken leg on there. And I said, well, Lord, have mercy, somebody finally caught the
That's
thing.
right. Somebody got in on that chicken.
All right. Thank you so much. It was real kind of you folks to ask an old has-been like me to come out and play a very small part in your Mother's Day weekend program. With your kind permission, wherever I go and listen to people talk about their parents, they refer to them as father and mother. But what little I know about my mother, we always called her Mama. And I'd like to tell you a little true story of what I remember about her. I didn't have that much time to spend with her, but if you'll give me a little something soft and sweet like precious memories or something like that. Mama, every time I think of you, many, many memories comes to my mind. When I think of all the things that we've done together, it always takes me back in time. You know, there was no fancy window curtains in our old cabin home, no carpet on the floor. But you made sure there was plenty of love and laughter in that old house, so who could ask for more? Mama, I still remember that old gingham dress that you used to proudly wear, that old familiar smile on your face and your beautiful golden hair. Well, Mama, I'm an old man now, and I'm still here in the same old town. I guess I'm doing all right, except it gets mighty lonesome not having you around. I'm still here at the old home place where you left us back in 1935. And would you believe one of the flowers that you planted here is still very much alive? Mama, I remember how you used to pray that we could all be together in heaven on that great homecoming day. Well, Mama, 5 of the children are with you now, and I'll soon be on my way. I know you're happy in your new home up there. It must be a beautiful sight. But don't worry about me, Mama. I'll make it home all right. Sometimes when I look towards heaven, when the stars come out at night, I think, Mama, that must be you up there that always shines so bright. But Mama, I'll never forget you, no matter where I may roam. So keep looking out the window, and soon you'll see me coming home. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you.
How about old Henry Bott there? Yes, sir. He can still do it. Henry started here the same day I did, about 11 years ago. He was our MC, and we miss him. He gets to come back and do a little show with us once in a while, and we're sure glad to have him on board here. Ain't that neat to hear? We got some really neat stuff coming up, too, in the second half right there.
This next song right here is a great song that James has been doing for a while, and I like it because it sort of reminds us of those artists that have come to pass and that have been around for years and brought us the country music that we love. We got a little video that goes with this right here. So,
and this goes out to Henry, too, because this is about Henry Botts right here.
You know, this old world's full of singers, but just a few were chosen to tear your heart out when they sing. Imagine life without them. All your radio heroes, like the outlaw that walks through Jesse's dream. No, there'll never be another red-headed stranger, a man in black in Folsom Prison blue, the Okie from Muskogee, or hello, darling. Lord, I wonder who's gonna fill their shoes, and who's gonna fill their shoes, and who's gonna stand that tall, and who's gonna play the Opry and the Wabash Cannonball. Well, who's gonna give their heart and soul to get to me and you? Lord, I wonder who's gonna fill their shoes. God bless the boys from Memphis, blue suede shoes and Elvis. Much too soon he left this world in tears. They tore up the 50s. Oh, Jerry Lee and Charlie and Go Cat Go still echoes through the years. You know the heart of country music still beats and Luke the Drifter. You can tell it when he sang I Saw the Light. Oh, Marty, Hank, and Lefty, well, I can feel him right here with me on this silver eagle rolling through the night. Who's gonna fill their shoes? And who's gonna stand that tall? And who's gonna play the Opry and the Wabash Cannonball? Well, who's gonna give their heart and soul to get to me and you, Lord, I wonder. Who's gonna fill their shoes? Yes, I wonder. Who's gonna fill their shoes?
Yeah. Ain't that
Thank you,
true
Henry.
about
Thank you
country?
for all the years, Henry.
That was your song there, Henry. Who's going to fill their shoes? Goes out to Henry Box. And that don't mean take your shoes off, Henry. We experienced that before, so don't do that. Ain't got no shoes. All right. Here's Candace. This is Melissa's little sister right here. Used to sing with Sawmill Band. Now she's back singing with us again right there. The whole family's been here.
Come on, Mama. Sing your beautiful voice. Baby, tell me where'd you enter to fight without
We're going to do a little instrumental, and then we're going to take a short pause so you guys can go back and get one of them root beer floats Jeremy was telling you about earlier. And also, we got some new stuff yesterday came in, some of the old-timey drinks. We found a company that would sell them to us, and we got them in yesterday. Some of the old IBC root beers. Remember Jones's cream soda and then the orange crushes that were so good when we were kids? There's some of those in there, so you guys go in and get you a snack. We're going to be back for the second half right here in just a few minutes. Miss Chloe's coming back up to sing on the second half. Lots of Henry's coming back up, Lamar, so we're going to have a good second half. Hang on right here. Ready? Hey, chord. 1, 2, 3, 4.
All right, y'all, we'll be back in just about 10 minutes. Y'all enjoy the break.
Be right back.
Chubby Anthony to do a little tune we recorded a few years ago, written about a train that runs from New York City to Miami, Florida, called the Orange Blossom Special. All aboard. And them rails. Come down the railroad track. Catch your bus and pressure. Bringing the baby back.
we go. You guys remember this right here.
Kansas City, here I come.
Kansas City.
I'm going to Kansas City, baby. Kansas City, here I come. They got some crazy little men there. I'm gonna get me one. I'm gonna be sitting on the corner, 12th Street and Vine. Oh, yes, I am. I'm gonna be standing on the corner, baby, 12th Street and Vine. Oh, yes, I am. With my Kansas City baby and my mug of Kansas City. Well, I might take a train, I might take a plane, but if I have to walk, yeah, I'm going just the same. I'm going to Kansas City, here I come. They got some crazy little men there. I'm gonna get me one. Well, I might take a plane, I might take a train, but if I have to walk, yeah, I'm going just the same. I'm going to Kansas City, here I come. They got some crazy little men there. I'm gonna get me one. They got some crazy little men there. I'm gonna get me one. Thank you.
Oh, yeah, here we go.
Check. Everybody having a good time with us tonight? Good. Have we got a birthday list back there in the back? Somebody could bring me that list real quick, please. No birthdays, okay? Anybody celebrating a birthday with us tonight? Anybody celebrating one next week? Anybody ever had a birthday? Okay. I had to get a response. Okay, that's okay. I'm going to take just a quick second and introduce the Sawmill Band to y'all tonight, and we're going to move on. I'm going to sing happy birthday to these folks watching online. Singing the lead part for us tonight. He used to be with the Yellow River Band. Now he's with the Sawmill Band, one of the best entertainers I've ever worked with. From Harold, Florida, my buddy James Broxton on the lead vocals tonight. The girl standing next to him used to sing with the Sawmill Band when she was about this tall, and now she's grown up singing with us again. That's Melissa's sister, Candace Welch from Milton, Florida. Y'all give her a hand. On the bass guitar tonight, doing a great job. One of the best bass players I've ever worked with, no lie. All the way from Pace, Florida, my buddy Rick Smith on the bass guitar. On the drums back here, he's been with the Sawmill Band for over 10 years. He's been here longer than anybody except me. Does a great job, y'all. That's Rick's son from Pensacola, Florida, Mr. Clint Smith. Okay. This guy standing next to me playing guitar has been playing with us for quite a while. He's got to be a good friend of mine, and I've learned a whole lot from watching him. He does a wonderful job with us. All the way from Navarre, Florida, my buddy Mike Taylor. Y'all give him a hand. The girl standing right there has been with the band since she was younger than Chloe. She's grown up singing the lead female part for the Sawmill Band. From Milton, Florida, y'all give it up for Melissa Welch. The band leader for the Sawmill Band, the owner of the Farmer's Opry, and my father from Chumuckla, Florida, Mr. Sandy Wyatt on steel guitar. The youngest member of the Sawmill Band, she's been with us for about 3.5 years now. She's a seasoned veteran at 10 years old. Y'all give it up from Pace, Florida for Chloe Chanel. We need a mic unmuted up here, please.
Check.
There we go.
Mr. Jeremy Wyatt, the guitar player, and Mr. Sandy's son, Jeremy.
Thank you. Running the soundboard for us tonight, making sure I got on the right color britches when I leave the house. That's my wife, Miss Riley Wyatt from Chumuckla. Y'all give it up for her one time for putting up with me. We're the Sawmill Band. We thank y'all for hanging out with us on a Saturday night. We certainly do appreciate that. And we're going to sing happy birthday. James is going to sing happy birthday to everybody that's celebrating online tonight because I have no voice. Unless Miss Glenda wants to do it on the front row here. You want to sing? Okay. All right. She wants to sing. That's good. All right. Here we go. Happy birthday to everybody celebrating.
Online. Happy birthday to you folks online. This song is for you.
Happy birthday to you.
Oh, wackadoo, wackadoo, wackadoo.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Farmers Opry. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday from the Sawmill Band. Happy birthday to you.
And many, many more. Happy birthday to everybody celebrating with us tonight.
Yeah, we're going to do a Conway song. We got any Conway fans out there this evening? Well, let's do another one then.
Here's some Conway.
I've been looking for you all night long, darling. You've got to talk to me. I want to tell you how wrong I've been, and I won't do it again. That woman didn't mean a thing to me. I hope I don't embarrass you too much here in front of all your friends.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna get down on my knees. Please let me make it. Please, 'cause I can't give you up. 'Cause you made love so good for me so long. And don't take it away. Don't make me go crazy. Darling, I'm sorry. I stepped over the line. And don't take it away. 'Cause love don't come easy. 'Cause I will follow you to the end of my mind. Woman, let me go. From now on, I'm gonna be the kind of man, one more, that you can lean on. And when the waters of life get a little too rough or a little too deep, I'm gonna be your stepping stone. And all those nights when you used to take me till the end of the song, brother, get on. Please let me make it. Please, 'cause I can't give you up. 'Cause you made love so good for me so long. And don't take it away. Don't make me go crazy. Darling, I'm sorry. I stepped over the line. And don't take it away. 'Cause love don't come easy. There you go. Now you're catching on. 'Cause I will follow you to the end of
He's trying to give her away, James. I think.
Hello, darling. Okay. Thank you, y'all. Sure look good out there.
Oh, yeah. Old James is about half crazy, but we love him anyway. I don't think it's going to rain as bad as they said it was. I hope it didn't rain the bonfire folks had over there. Hope they had a good night.
It's pretty bad now.
Is it pretty bad now?
Yeah.
Shows how much I know. Oh. But I'm just amazed the roof ain't leaking because it usually leaks. That's what I was judging it by. So if the lady showed up in a minute and asked you to hold this little plastic pail, you'll know what it's about. Here's another Rhonda Vincent song, right?
There's so many things I didn't say, and even though it may be too late, I want you to know I still love you so. Every car I made looks like your car. Every movie I see, the leading part, you're on my mind. Can't leave you behind. And I close my eyes, you're all I see. In the dark of you're in my dreams throughout the day. You're easy to find. You're all I see when I close my eyes.
Come on out here, kid. Are you ready? Tell them what we're going to sing here, Miss Chloe. Where are you going? You want to tell me that joke?
Oh, sure. Hey, Papa, before I do this song, can you make us sound like a frog?
Like a frog?
Yeah.
I can probably sound like a frog, but why do you want me to sound like a frog?
Because my mom said, when you croak, we're going to Disney World.
Ribbit. Ribbit. All right, what you going to do, Miss Chloe?
You ain't woman enough.
Oh, here she's having problems with her man. Already here in Shemukla. We start them early. You ready, kid? 2, 3, 4, 1.
You've come to tell me something. You say I ought to know. He don't love me anymore, and I'll have to let him
Look
go.
at the cookies she got out of that man.
You say you're gonna take him, oh, but I don't think you can. 'Cause you ain't a woman enough to take my man. Women like you, they're a dime a dozen. You can buy 'em anywhere. For you to get to him, I have to move over, and I'm gonna stand right here. It'll be over my dead body, so get out while you can. 'Cause you ain't a woman enough to take my man. Sometimes a man's caught looking at things that he don't need. He took a second look at you, but he's in love with me. And I don't know where that leaves you, oh, but I know where I stand. 'Cause you ain't a woman enough to take my man. Women like you, they're a dime a dozen. You can buy 'em anywhere. For you to get to him, I have to move over, and I'm gonna stand right here. It'll be over my dead body, so get out while you can. 'Cause you ain't a woman enough to take my man. 'Cause you ain't a woman enough to take my man. Thank you.
Y'all may welcome back out here our good buddy, Mr. Lamar Morris, back to the stage out here for you. We're fixing to do some great country music right here. Lamar had a great career on the road, and he wrote a wonderful song. We're fixing to do part of that song for you right here. You've heard this song before. We had to nail another 2x4 on the mic stand leg earlier today when we knew Lamar was coming.
Boy, I found that knob again. I've done this song the other 2 times I was here, and Mike asked me would I do it again. I'll do while my throat's still working a little bit. This is a song that I wrote in 1972 with a guy named Darryl McCall. We just got through with the show, and we were on tour with George Jones. I'll tell the story real quick. And he called my room about 2 o'clock in the morning, and he said, "Are you asleep?" And I said, "Not anymore." He said, "Well, I got a paper down here, a song that I've started. Will you help me finish it?" And I said, "Yeah, come on down." So he brought a guitar, and he came down, and he opened up the paper, and it had like 2 lines on it, and it had been folded and creased so long until it would like it would tear. It was so thin. And in the 2 lines that it had 11 roses. And on the road all those years with Hank, if we had a child born, and I was usually on the road when that happened, not when the child was ordered, but
Easy boy, easy boy.
yeah. So I know it, man. Me or her one. But anyway, boy, that scared me, and I even forgot what I was fixing to say. Anyway, when I saw that, it just leaped out at me. And as a writer, I never thought about writing a song about that because it was a personal thing to me. So for anniversaries, birthdays, when children were born, I always did that. Normally I do this song in D, but there's no way I can reach it, guys, so I'll do it in C. Anyway, it's a song called 11 Roses. This was Hank's first #1 record, and it was my last one. 1, 2, 3, and... I guess you noticed there's only 11 roses. I chose them from our garden where they grew. Take the roses and look into your mirror, and the 12th rose will be looking back at you. There's just something about a spray of roses to a woman. They say more than man can say. After what I've done, you may not keep my roses, but I just thought I would send him anyway. But I just thought I would send him anyway. Thank you very much. Getting it set for Jimmy Dickens. I told Sandy I wanted to do something a little bit different. Most of the gigs that I do acoustically. Last week I had 2 in Florida, and it was just me and my acoustic. I don't have to worry about the band not showing up that way. I just do it. So.
You don't have to worry about paying them either.
Yeah. Anyway, I wrote this song, and it's kind of dated. Like that's why I can't pitch it to anybody now. But back when this song was written, there wasn't a whole lot of TV and stuff. There might have been, but it wasn't at my house. So we had the funny papers, and that was our cartoons. And then when I grew up and got married, that was my kids' cartoons, was the funny papers. And so I wrote this song called "The Funnies Weren't Funny Sunday." And I thought I'd try it out on you. Some of you, I know you younger people won't even know who these characters are. But maybe some of you will. I walked out on my porch Sunday morning like I had done so many times before. Reached down and got the paper, turned around and went inside, had my usual cup of coffee and sat down. I opened up the papers to the funnies, to those funny people known for funny fame. And I waited for the laughter. Funny how the laughter never came. The funnies weren't funny Sunday. for the first time now realize they have their problems every week. Charlie Brown was hurt by Lucy again, and Snoopy's brand new doghouse sprung a leak. Daisy May is still crying. Poor Dagwood can't tell Blondie that Mr. Dithers fired him yesterday. The funnies weren't funny Sunday. No, the funnies weren't so funny since you went away. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. I'm going to do this one last thing, and before I get washed down the road, I guess I'll drive down it after this. But you people have been great to me, and I appreciate it. This is what I'm going to try to do on the guitar. I learned this song, Mistakes and All. Ain't haunted in here, is it, man? I learned this Mistakes and All, so I don't know yet if I'm going to put the mistakes in it. I'll let you know when I get through.
Lamar Morris on that guitar. How about that?
Thank you very much. Thanks for being so nice to me. I appreciate it. You're a great audience. Thanks to this band, super band. Thank you so much.
Yeah, a round of applause for Lamar.
My
Thank
buddy
you,
Lamar Marsh, y'all. That's awesome right there. Thank you, Lamar.
Drove all the way down from Andalusia tonight. He lives up there. And we appreciate you coming up here, buddy. Great talent comes through this Opry House right here, and we appreciate all your support. We appreciate it. Come on up here, Mr. Henry. We're going to get our good buddy Henry Botts back up here again. Henry's 91 years old and still a play. And I'll tell you a story about me and Lamar was working down there at Panhandle Opry one night. This is a true story. And Gordon, the guy that worked there, was playing halfway through the night, and he stopped me. He said, I want to introduce y'all to a friend of mine. He said, Johnson, stand up back there. And Johnson stood up, and he said, how old are you? He said, I'm 86 years old today. He said, well, how'd you get here? He said, I rode with Daddy. And Daddy was 105 and drove him up there.
We'll get these mics leveled out here in just a second.
He's trying to get paid. They don't pay around here.
I heard him ask for $20. My rate, that's a good look, is all I'm going to say right there. I got a piece of catfish. That's about it. Got here late.
Henry and I were negotiating a raise right there. We got it straightened out here now.
Lord have mercy, anybody will do anything to get noticed, won't they? I met a whole bunch of beautiful young ladies back there a while ago, and some of them wanted pictures, and some of them told me how they liked the little recitation that I'd done a while ago. So with your kind permission, I would like to do another one for you, a little true story about my childhood days. All you people out here in this audience wouldn't know anything about this because you come up with a computer under one arm and a covered dish under the other. Precious memory, real low.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Recently, I returned to the old home place where I grew up as a lad. There I spent the happy days of my childhood with my dear old mother and dad. Times was mighty hard back then, with hardly enough food to go around. Where a house once stood with laughter, now you couldn't hear a sound. There was nothing left of the old log cabin that stood proud beneath a clear blue sky. As I stood there reminiscing, the tears flowed from my eyes. It seemed that I could see my old mother standing at that old front yard gate. That old familiar voice I could hear her say, all you children, come on in now. You know it's too late to play. I could see her sitting at that old supper table with that old familiar smile on her face when she would say to all us children, bow your heads now, you know we must say grace. There wasn't much on that old table back then, just a few things made from scratch, a few things that we received from working in our neighbor's cotton patch. Late at night when all was still, I could hear my mother pray, Lord, please protect my children. Don't let them go astray. You know I won't always be here to watch over them, but while I'm here I'll do my best. But Lord, when I've done all that I can do, will you please do the rest? Many years have passed since then, but the memory still lingers on. There's nothing left of the old home place, and my old mother's gone. But someday when my life on earth is over and I cross that crystal sea, I believe there'll be an old gray-haired mother standing in the portals of glory, just waiting there for me.
Mr. Henry Bott, yeah.
You ain't heard nothing yet.
Here you go, Henry.
Ain't that pretty? Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to do another little recitation for you that I wrote some time ago. It's about an old man that's where I'm standing tonight. In a few years, James Broxton, Melissa, Jeremy, and all these young folks up here will be where I am tonight, on the outside looking in. And we done it a lot of times here on this old Opry stage, and we called it the Phantom of the Opry. And Sandy, you can start her off any way you want to. One day an old man walked slowly down the street. His shoulders stooped and head bowed low, could barely move his feet. He wore the clothes of a member of some country music band, and he carried an old worn and battered fiddle case in his old and trembling hand. He stopped on the street corner of a little southern town. He stood there for a few minutes, and a few people gathered round. He greeted each one with a smile on his face, slowly reached down and took that old fiddle from that old worn and battered case. Said, folks, I started playing country music many long years ago. Oh, it was back in 1934 when I played my first show. This old fiddle that I hold here, oh, it's been with me on every stage. You see, we started out together when country music was the rage. Times have changed since way back then. Country music is not the same. Today it has an altogether different sound with a country music name. The type of music that I once played is now a thing of the past, and I'll just have to accept the fact that my die has been cast. Now when I tell folks that I play country music, they just look at me and laugh. But you know I was there when they stood in line just to get my autograph. Sometimes the way they talk about us old-timers, it seems so unkind. It's true I can barely move these old fingers, but I still have country music on my mind. Let me say to all you young folks out there that tell us that we're through, just remember it was us old-timers that paved the way for you. Now they tell us there's no more need for country music legends and the last of a dying breed, that Garth Brooks and Alan Jackson has the music that we need. Now soon I'll step down from the stage forever, and I'll take my final bow. And I doubt if the people will even think of me or speak of me somehow. Soon I'll play my last show, and I'll sing my last song. But before I say farewell to you folks out there, let me say thanks for letting an old country boy like me hang around for so long. Gonna turn us on or just use this mic?
Go ahead. You on.
Key of A, boys, and hang on if you can.
One round of Roe Henry. How about that?
Thank you so much for listening.
Yeah, one more round of applause for old Henry right there. 91 years old. He said as hard as he could try on that break, he couldn't get all them women hugged up in the back there, but he was sure trying. Thank you, Mr. Henry. It's always fun to do those things for our older folks. We love to have him out here. He's been a big part of this Opry since we started. In fact, been a big part of country music in Northwest Florida for 91 years. If you look on the walls over here, there's some old original flyers from us way back there when he was 16 years old. We played down at the Imogene with Ernest Tubb and all those singers when they came through town. He's been around here. We're mighty proud of him, I'll tell you that. We're going to do one last song here. This is Miss Chloe's rendition of. Goes out to everybody's mom. Called I Will Always Love You.
Your way, so I go, but I know I will think of you every step of the way, and I will always love you. I will always love you. Bittersweet memory, that is all I'm taking with me. So goodbye, please don't cry. We both know I'm not what you need, and I will always love you. I will always love you. And I hope life treats you kind. And I hope you have all you dreamed of. And I wish you joy and happiness. But above all this, I wish you love. And I
thank you all for coming out here to Shemukla tonight. We appreciate you
Thank
coming.
you. Thank you.
Well, we Chanel. Thank you, Lamar Marsh, for driving all the way down here from Andalusia. Henry Bott for driving all the way out here from Milton, Florida. Mike Taylor helped us out on guitar tonight. Thank you for coming, Mike Taylor. God bless you. Have a safe drive home and enjoy your mom tomorrow on Mother's Day. We love you. Thank you so much. Good night.